Chennai is home to some of the most ancient culinary heritages in the world, with traditional Tamil Brahmin cuisine going back thousands of years and the much newer non-vegetarian but delicious Chettinad cuisine from the early 15th century. It's also home to some of the biggest Tamil movie stars in the world. So inspired by them and dressed up in my new cool look, I'm here to find out whether the spicy, aromatic and flavoursome cuisine of the region can be cooked using extra virgin olive oil. Tamil Nadu is the land of magnificent temples, blue beaches, clear skies and mouth-watering food. The streets are filled with a variety of flavors. You can sample crisp dosas, relish hot rasam or savor some refreshing filter coffee. I head straight for the Taj Connemara to stir up some local magic with Chef Chandrasekharan. Hi Chef.
Hi,
Aditya.
welcome to the Lenti at the Connemara.
Thank you so much.
Chettinad restaurant.
I was just walking in and looking at this place and I'm just speechless. What a place to have. Just unbelievable.
There's lots more.
Chef Chandrasekharan and I have made our way to the Rain Tree restaurant, and Chef, I must say that you have probably one of the most picturesque, beautiful and peaceful restaurants that I have come across. Let's begin, Chef.
We are doing curry milagu chops, it is called.
Curry?
Milagu means
Milagu.
peppers. Milagu means peppers,
Okay.
black peppercorns.
Yes.
These are the milagu, it's called milagu.
Okay.
Curry means basically meat, lamb. Okay. Curry milagu chops. Chops is the cut.
Is the cut.
It denotes the cut.
This
Now,
is
we will
too
start, okay.
So the pan is nice and hot now, and in goes some extra virgin olive oil.
Now what we are going to do is, we are going to use these onions,
Regular onion.
regular onions to saute, basically.
Perfect. So a couple of tablespoons of simply sliced or julienned red onion.
Red onions. And the moment, see this masala has got everything together in this, some onion paste and
Absolutely. We've got all our aromatics, ginger, garlic, onions,
everything is there.
and this really pungent spice powder, which has got hot spices like cinnamon. You've got star anise, you've got pepper, you've got fennel seeds, you've got cumin, you've got coriander and green cardamom as well.
We will add this ground paste.
Okay, so what have we done here, Chef? Basically we've sauteed
Now-
the onions till they are
Brown,
nice, till
yeah,
they are brown,
brown.
and then we've added about half a katori of that wonderful pungent, really hot spice paste.
Now I would like to add some water to this. Now what we do, now you see, now this gravy is ready. You just add this.
This really couldn't be simpler. All we're doing now is just simply adding these wonderful chops and just simmering them gently
Just
till they cook through.
simmer gently.
And these don't take very long, Chef. I'm literally looking at
This,
10 to 15 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes. It's a nice prime cut. It's tender. You don't want to overcook it. It's really important not to overcook it and dry it out. So 10 to 15 minutes max. So our chops have been simmering away for the last 15 minutes and it's time to check on them.
See now. Now it's about 15 minutes is up.
Look at that, look at that.
Almost it's done. Now we need to just check the seasoning. And
Have a look at that. The spice paste has thickened and it's reduced to like a nice thick,
What we'll
almost
do,
like a
we need
glaze.
to add salt to this.
We still haven't added salt.
No.
Right, Chef?
No. Now
Okay, and you were telling me, you're saying that the
Yes.
reason you don't add the salt in the beginning.
beginning is the process of prolonged. The cooking time takes longer.
Of meat.
Of meat.
Oh,
So if
fantastic.
you add it towards the end after 3/4 is done.
Right?
So what happens is then it cooks fast.
Faster.
It's ready to taste.
Have a look at that. Look at that.
It's
All that
ready to
wonderful,
taste.
wonderful spice paste of ours, which was a nice curry over there, has thickened, it's coated the chops,
yes.
it's gone inside,
Nice,
you got a lovely color on it.
I just finish it up with a little bit of curry leaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, curry Milligan chops cooked right here at the Rain Tree restaurant. And I gotta tell you, if this is not Chettinad cuisine on a plate, and I don't know what is. It looks absolutely spectacular, and it's been cooked in that luscious extra virgin olive oil. Absolutely brilliant, nice and pungent, and to me and to my memories, what Chettinad cuisine is really all about: exotic, pungent and delicious food. Don't go away, because after the break, come back and Chef and I are going to be doing for you a Chettinad inspired salad. It's time for us to create a Chettinad inspired salad. So basically a chicken breast. I'm going to begin the salad now, Chef, with a very simple marinade. Right? In this bowl, all I'm going to do is a teaspoon of ginger paste and a little more than that, a teaspoon of garlic paste, and then some
coriander powder,
a little bit of turmeric, about a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder,
salt,
and a little bit of salt as well, again less than a quarter teaspoon of salt, but of course that can be according to your taste. And then what we're going to do, Chef, is we're going to dry roast our whole spices.
Whole spices.
Yeah,
fine.
Our whole spices. So half a teaspoon of peppercorns. Your fennel seeds, about 3/4 of a teaspoon or about a teaspoon of fennel seeds. That's soft. One of these bad boys, because I've already tasted them and they are hot. One of these big fat chilies which are really hot there. While that is happening, I'm going to add a generous glug of
olive oil.
Yes, extra virgin olive oil. And last but not the least,
the lime juice.
Yeah, a little bit of lime juice to provide a little extra twang. Okay, I think our spices are now crackling, which means they are done.
Oh, lovely.
Good. Perfect.
Nice flavor.
Nice. Okay, we've got the pepper, we've got the aniseed, we've got that chili. Now I'm going to take yes. Into the urli goes our fennel, pepper and chili. And then all I'm going to do, of course, here is just pound them. And I'm just going to take about, and I'm just going to mix it up nicely. All I need to do is simply, and that is done. Okay, so red pepper, for color and a little bit of sweetness, and because it goes with the rest of our ingredients. And then just some of the Lola Rosa, slightly bitter but beautiful color as well, and nice and crisp texture. Okay, so let us leave the in, Chef.
Yes, some peppers.
Some peppers, fairly large chunks. Some of the pineapple.
Fresh pineapple.
Fresh pineapple, absolutely. Some jalapenos, just like that. Nice contrast.
Very nice,
of color. A few green olives. Not too many. Chop up some fresh parsley to go over the top. And then one spring onion, Chef. Just finely
chop it up.
Yeah. Okay. The white part really fine, and then it's not going to be very pretty, but it will be fine. So our pan is now nice and hot, chef.
Hot and red, yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Into this,
Olive oil.
some olive oil, absolutely. And to this, by now well marinated chicken breast is going skin side down. So our chicken breast has finished frying. We've got a nice crisp spice encrusted exterior, chef, and all I'm going to do is just remove it, and chef is going to now take over and make us our delicious local inspired dressing.
What we'll do is
Right,
we'll
sir.
use the same pan dripping.
Perfect.
Add a little bit of olive oil,
Some more of that luscious extra virgin olive oil.
and to give the local flavoring, we'll use a little
Rye, mustard seed,
rye mustard seeds,
curry leaf.
curry leaves. No, I'm going to use this red wine
Vinegar.
for the dressing.
Wow. And what that's doing is just deglazing the pan. Have a look at that. Yeah, we've got some action in the pan. Woohoo! Brilliant. And then it's gonna reduce down and become syrupy.
Reduce it.
Fantastic. And while chef is at that, I'm just gonna slice up our chicken breast. So sir, our chicken is ready.
So that's going to go on top of the salads.
Yeah.
That's
Right, sir.
Okay, now here the dressing is.
Look at that. And then toss.
You can toss it now.
Last but not the least, drizzle of
Some olive oil, drizzled with olive oil.
sprinkling of finely chopped.
Finally, top it with parsley.
So we have got our two recipes. We've got the lamb chops, we've got the salad. We have a guest, by the way, who is also going to come in and sample what we've cooked today. Well, chef and I have been busy today experimenting with traditional flavors of Chettinad and something a bit fusiony, using local spices and some Western ingredients as well. But now we are joined by a real specialist, a guest of ours, someone who is the chief dietitian at the Apollo Hospital over here. Dr. Shankar, welcome. Welcome. What we've done today is we've basically only used extra virgin olive oil.
Olive oil is very high in monounsaturated fatty acid, which helps to increase the good cholesterol and decrease the bad cholesterol.
Okay.
This can happen only in an oil which is rich in, if we use an oil which is rich in monounsaturated fatty acid.
Which
Olive oil.
extra virgin olive oil and olive oil that we've used
Yes.
has. What a fantastic way to cap off an amazing day. Experimenting with chef at the Rain-Free restaurant, whether it was those lamb chops, Chettinad style, or my experimental salad, all done in that luscious extra virgin olive oil. Which means I'm left with the kind of energy that makes me want to come out here on the beach and have a bit of a jog. It's a nice cool day here in Chennai and I'm really excited because I'm going to meet a local foodie and cookbook author who's going to take us through the nuances of the ancient cuisine of the Brahmins of Tamil Nadu. It's all going to be cooked in extra virgin olive oil. So as they say, it's time for some real experimentation.
Yeah,
nice
glad to meet you. I'm Viji.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. I am here to do a little bit of cooking with you, and when I knew I was coming here, very excited by this.
Excited too. Let's start cooking.
Most definitely. Let's go, ma'am. Very special demonstration because Viji is an expert and an authority on and traditional cuisine.
The name of the dish in Tamil is known as Kodamulaga Parupusli. Kodamulaga means capsicum, that is bell pepper,
okay,
and chopped into small squares. And this is soaked, blended, and steamed lentil with spices.
Now, for the steaming, you
soak it with turmeric powder, with red chilies, with asafoetida and salt.
Okay.
And then when it's soaked and the two dal grows inside, no, just half an hour in hot water.
Okay.
That's going to produce the result you want. And then that is blended. That is the next process.
Okay. Now this is a paste of...
This is the paste of
the
dal that was soaked in hot water. Red chilies, turmeric,
yeah,
salt, and asafoetida.
Traditionally, it's sesame oil.
Sesame oil, but today we're going to use with extra virgin olive oil because, as I told you, olive oil also can be used for the cooking.
Yeah.
It really doesn't change much of the taste.
Okay, so how much? Have you put in some olive oil?
Little more than normal, say about 2 ladles.
And now that's nice and hot because we can see it smoking.
I'm going to just add about half a teaspoon of the mustard seed. The next stage is we're going to pour in the steamed lentils. So I'm going to pour this. When it's almost over, I don't have to wait till the last mustard seed is distinct, right? So,
I got that too.
What I do is, we can add a little hing and a little chili powder. I don't think it's harmful.
Yeah, so hing is very good for digestion.
Absolutely. This would do. Aditya, can you pass me the red chili a little bit? Just a little bit because we already ground chilies in that, soaked and grounded, so we don't need so much. So we don't want to make it very spicy. Everything has to get blended. It has to be a perfect taste. Can I have a little water? I want to sprinkle it and make it softer because we already added oil and popped mustard seeds in that. So the water along with this doesn't make it ultimately.
Just kind of rehydrate.
Now this is ready. What we are going to do is we have already chopped into small bits the bell pepper, that's capsicum. So we're going to add a little oil in that. And yes, you can add.
So again, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Yes. So we can add the capsicum, Aditya.
Of course, we are now using extra virgin olive oil in traditional Ayurvedic cooking.
Yes.
I'm quite excited, by the way, about this. I'm very excited.
You mean the combination of extra virgin olive oil?
It's such an old cuisine, it's such a traditional cuisine, and yet we're experimenting with a cooking medium that is well away from ghee.
We can add a little turmeric also, even if it takes away the color, it doesn't matter, but the turmeric is good for health. So we can add a little salt to it. The salt gives the flavor to any food.
Absolutely.
Even the flavor of the capsicum, you get it better with the salt.
But this extra virgin olive oil that we use for the capsicum really brought out the flavor in a really, really nice way. Really nice.
I think I believe you because they talk about olive oil all the time, everywhere, so I think we need to kind of...
in it goes, right?
It goes in this, and because as a
capsicum has gone into our
stir-fried. Yes.
Stir-fried and ground lentil.
Yes. You want the best flavor of curry leaf? Just crush it with your hand and add it in this, and the flavor just rises. That's the way I like, because you know what happens is when you use it in oil and stir fry,
it loses, obviously
lost the flavor. I want you to taste this, Aditya, and because I want
Yummy,
you
yummy,
to...
yummy, yummy. Perfect.
Here you are.
Have a look at that. Brilliant. Just look at those colors. Little bit of the chili, you got those mustard seeds in there. And this has got, the extra virgin olive oil has lent a lovely sheen. Really nice kind of a glaze and a sheen.
And you're getting the flavor of the curry leaf also. This cuisine proves that you don't have to add garlic and onion to give it a flavorful taste, because I believe that you can get the flavor of the vegetable without having to add a garlic or the onion.
Absolutely.
Is what I feel.
And the result of it, I'll tell you, is absolutely delicious. Honestly. What a lovely way to end my journey here in Chennai. Exploring the medieval cuisines and cultures of the area has been a real treat, and experimenting with extra virgin olive oil, with Chettinad cuisine and all its spiciness and robustness, and of course the great Ayurvedic Sattvic cuisine of the Brahmins of Tamil Nadu. It's been a real learning experience, and after eating this wonderful usli, I feel almost closer to God. On that note, I'm going to tell you to all live it up, be healthy, be safe, eat well, and cook lots of delicious food. And I'm going to get back to eating because it's just too good to miss.
Fitness is my mantra, because if I'm not fit, I cannot actually tell people to be fit and to be beautiful. That's it.